Hey, 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 hey!
Good afternoon, good evening, good night, or good morning, depending on where in the world you are watching this show. Thank you very much for joining us. We've got subscribed people watching at the moment. We've got close to 1,000 people right at this second, and I think that practically makes us the largest any balloon convention in the history of the world so far. And we
I
haven't even
can't
started.
read that chat, the speed that chat is going.
It was flying up before. I caught a message from Cam Woody, and she said that she should have taken a class on speed reading because it was going up so fast. It's absolutely crazy. Thank
right
you,
there.
guys.
Great job, Cam. Great job.
Absolutely. Well, there we go. We've
Well,
officially
wow.
reached it. It's gone over
We're
1,000.
here. It's the Q Corner Convention 2020. Never been done before, never been seen before, probably never to be repeated.
The thing is that there's been an absolute huge amount of work that's gone into producing such a large production in such a short space of time.
Actually, stop. Wait.
Oh, yes,
Before we
guys.
get started.
Cheers.
Let's just have a little sip.
We've got 120 hours ahead of ourselves.
Yeah,
so.
normally we can get through an episode and that's still hot at the end. I'm not so optimistic.
Well, Dom, the thing is that normally our half an hour show can run up to an hour and a half. So what's the 120-hour show?
Who knows? I did kind of tell the family that we might be a little bit late back.
The thing is, Dom, is that I actually think that for such a grand opening, I feel a little underdressed.
Oh, you're right, Keith.
What do you...
Actually, yeah. Guys, just give us a minute. Just one second. We'll be... That's more like it.
That's more like it. Now I feel, there we go.
See, it's a little bit more dressed for the occasion. There. Now it feels like a proper convention.
It is. It's a proper convention. It didn't crash at all. It's we just decided that we were going to wear something smart like a little jacket.
Yes.
Do you like them?
Anyway, Keith, I think we need to get this show on the road.
I agree. I think we do need to get this show on the road, and there's only one way to get this show on the road. There's two people that we need to introduce to you guys. Well, they need no introduction, and we are going to share with you. Right. Are we ready?
We are.
Okay.
So we've got a live link up here.
Right here. Please, ladies and gentlemen, say hello to Ted and Betty Vlamis.
Hello.
Why, hello. Thank you so much for joining us.
Well, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, whatever is appropriate in your part of the world. This is a fantastic opportunity for us to address people at all hours of the morning, the afternoon, the evening, the nighttime. What a great, great opportunity. And we hope everyone is doing very, very well.
Oh, absolutely. We, above all else, stay safe. I mean, tell you something, I am so excited. I am so excited about this balloon convention. I used to get excited about all balloon conventions, but this has got to be the most special of all. And you know what? It never would have been possible, not even a smidgen, without so many people that work so hard. And the two of you, the boys, the boys, Dom and Keith, thank you for everything. I mean, it's just, it just warms my heart so much to think that you all could pull all of this off in 2 weeks. I mean, you've got to be working 24 hours a day at least. Maybe there's more hours a day than that.
It felt like it at times.
Yeah, and I know there are just all sorts of volunteer people, instructors. Susan Dillon, I know she got a hold of you, or you got a hold of her, or however it all happened. I know that it was sort of a lot of people thinking about the same thing at the same time. But anyway, it's just such a marvelous chance to spread a little joy, to celebrate in our way. Here we are sitting actually sort of right next to our kitchen, because that's where everybody gathers. So we thought, when you come to our home, this is a table you sit at, unless got a lot of people, then you don't fit around the table. But we thought it was best to share with you where we spend our time not all of our time, but when we spend a lot of our time when we're not at the office. And so we're just really, really excited about it. And there are going to be all sorts of courses to take, subjects. Oh my goodness. I looked through the list the other day and I couldn't believe it.
We still can't.
We know how big that list is. Trust us, Betty. It's a serious list.
Yes. Wow.
And this gives us it gives the delegates especially a very unique opportunity, because there's a lot of people on this list that don't really travel to teach at conventions that often, so that they might not come to your area, or even to the big conventions, like even the World Balloon Convention. There's people here that have never taught at even events like that, so it's a huge opportunity for all the delegates, and it's only possible with the support and the backing of Qualatex and the Pioneer team. So thank you very much, guys.
Thank you.
I think it's particularly appropriate that we have such an uplifting and exciting kind of start to convention that's very, very different and very appropriate, especially this time. The whole world is going through a very, very difficult time right now. This coronavirus epidemic is horrible, and the fact that we can have something that we can look forward to that's uplifting and very, very exciting, I think is right on target. The key thing is I hope everyone is staying safe and making sure that they take care of their families and make sure that everything is under control. We realize that the pandemic is different in every single country. In fact, not just a country, it's different in every state, in every county, and every city. And right now, in our part of the world, we're under quarantine. So, we've got to stay at home and practice safe practices, no differently than safe balloon practices. So I think the message to all of us is make sure that we follow what our governments, our local authorities are suggesting to us, because it's imperative that we stay safe. Now, I know this is a very difficult time for a lot of us. We either have to stay at home, maybe crowded in with families and all, and we've got to be able to find new things to do and make sure that we keep ourselves very much on target. Now, a lot of businesses have been halted, and it's a time to really examine what it is that we need to do looking forward. And a lot of times we don't have quiet time to think. So let's take advantage of what's in front of us right now and do some forward thinking.
I think if there's anything that this is a great opportunity. We have to look at the bright side of things. We need to look at the opportunities that are presented. Maybe we can't control everything, but at least we can control what we do with the situations we have in front of us. Exactly. And so I think that leads us to one of the major themes for today, and that's preparedness. We've got to be prepared for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because tomorrow, Charlie Brown always says the sun still comes up. So we're going to be ready when that sun comes up, and that's why this is just a time to sort of, as I say, energize ourselves. It's going to pass. We know that we know for certain, but we do know that, hey, let's take advantage of it. Let's take advantage of this wonderful virtual convention. I mean, absolutely. That is phenomenal, and what a gift you have given to the whole industry. And maybe some of our competitors will even be watching. Who knows?
Yeah.
But in any case, they might learn a few things. I'm sorry to say.
We've got at the moment over 1,350 people watching, and they're the ones that are subscribed and signed in. So that's amazing to the start of the show.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Keith, is that a British term, 3000?
Sorry?
Is that a British term, 3000?
Yeah, it is. It is. It's a 30. Yes, yes, 1300. It's a very British term. 1300. Yes, 1350.
Yeah, I think I know. You know, there are a lot of ceremonies have been postponed and stuff like that. But you know, we can all keep laughing. We can all keep our just spirits and energy and.
Well, that's it's so true. You know, we've taken the time to say we're going to look at our business and use this time to our advantage.
Yes, there was a lot of jobs that we were putting off because they were going to have an impact on our business because we couldn't actually implement them while the store was running. So we've kind of said, right, okay, now is the time. Well, actually, once this convention's over, then is the time that we can start actioning those plans that we wanted to do. So it is, you know, it's kind of. I know one of our neighbors. They have a business. They've wanted to do. They run a cafe, and they wanted to completely re-strip it down and redo the whole thing. And they knew it was going to have a big impact on their business because they were going to have to shut for a short time. But they've taken the advantage of it now and do it now. You know, you might not feel motivated, but it's actually it's the perfect time to do things like that.
It's you know, sometimes you just don't know. It does give us time to think, and it does give us time to plan, and it does give us that keep going spirit in even a more, how to say, energetic and creative way. Sometimes all we do is just go, go, go.
Yes.
And I know that's what you've been doing a lot lately, so I'm not sure you've had a lot of time to think about anything.
Next week.
Next week.
Next week.
But for all the people that are watching and listening in, that's one of our big things, you know, just say, let's be prepared.
Yeah.
And Ted, I think that there's some, you know,
well,
guidance that you,
sure, we can
always jump in now.
We can share with you what our guidance has been for the whole Pioneer team. Okay. We've said there are three primary things that we got to focus in on. First and foremost, take care of your own health, take care of your family's health, and your friends and close people to you. That's absolutely first number one requirement. Secondly, let's take the time to think creatively on how we can spread the joy of balloons to more and more people around the world. I think this is a time, it's a very trying period, but by the same token, if we can focus in on what we're all about, what is our spirit, what is really what our mission is to create joy, to bring joy to people around the world. And the third imperative right now is that we make sure, as Betty said, that we get ready to ramp up in style.
Yeah.
Because this pandemic is not going to last forever. It's going to be weeks, it's going to be months, but at some point, relatively soon, it's going to be over. And then things are going to really take off. So those are the three things we've said to our folks. You know, stay safe. Secondly, be creative and think of new things while you've got some time to think quietly. And thirdly, be prepared to really take off like a rocket.
That's it.
Okay, there it is. We sort of have a little, I was going to say, I know, but this is live, so just put up with me. You know, I think one of the things that Ted said is, you know, again, health and safety. I don't think we really need to dwell upon that, but just know that there's sometimes things happen for a reason, and this isn't a very good thing, but let's, as you say, I think the other thing is we have got the most creative people right here in the world. We absolutely do. Yeah. And I'm going to give you all a chance to really think sort of outside the box and say, you know, I know we need to ramp up. I know we need to take time, but you know, we've got to think creatively now, because I do think that we can this convention is absolutely the perfect example of creative thinking. You know, you came up with this idea, and what a wonderful example. And I know there've got to be other examples. You know, we make the balloons, but you guys, you're the ones that come up with the creative things to how we're going to use them. So I'm saying, come up with the creative ways to spread joy. You know, it's really interesting. We have the plant manager who's at our El Dorado plant facility, and they do a lot of the printing balloons. They don't even make the balloons there. But we talked to him the other day. He says, you know, why don't people just take some red and white balloons along with some ribbon and, you know, start tying them to trees or to balconies or to mailboxes or whatever it is, you know. You don't have to have helium. Helium wouldn't last long enough anyway. But, you know, blow up a couple balloons and put on a ribbon and say, hey, we're red and white. Red and white is maybe a sort of a way of looking at the Red Cross that's all over the globe. And we can have red and white balloons showing our support for all the providers and people like this that are working so hard to keep everybody well and safe. So that was an idea that just came from somebody here at Pioneer. But as I say, I know that all of you have more creative ideas than we will ever dream of.
Yeah,
I told Matt Walsmith, who's our manager of the El Dorado plant, we're going to promote him to the marketing team coming up with that idea.
And the marketing team hasn't heard that, and they're going to cringe.
There was an idea that came up before, which has been it's been happening, which was the 1 million bubbles idea, which was if you do a search on hashtag 1 million bubbles, that's a pretty cool idea. And also across the UK and other places, people have been putting pictures of rainbows in their windows, but I know the balloon community have been making rainbow balloons and putting them in their windows and things to say, you know what, after every storm there's a rainbow, right?
Yeah, it's been a
really
good campaign.
What a beautiful idea! And I think we can start sharing some of those. Just start sharing some of those ideas. We'll create just a lot of joy and you know
positivity. It's all that positivity that's out there, which is fantastic. I think the biggest thing that impressed us the most was the call went out to the Qualatex network of instructors and ambassadors to say, this convention's going to happen. Would you like to be involved? There was this sea of activity.
Yeah, it was oversubscribed. The amount of people that wanted to be part of the convention, we were oversubscribed. It really was overwhelming. So I think we could have done at least a week, possibly 2 weeks, if we fitted everybody into the.
We almost added an extra day on by accident.
But we were like, no, 5 days straight, that's enough.
One thing we've learned: international time zones and clocks changing is not a good time to have an event.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, we had this problem. The UK clocks went forward 1 hour last night, and it made a.
Nice.
Yeah. So so what happened was it led for a little bit of confusion among the timings of everything as well. So
maybe just for me and you, but
but yeah, absolutely. We'll get there. We'll get there.
But it's that balloon family. It's the Qualatex family that we said, you know, this is just something we've got to be part of. Count us in. Let's do it. And everybody was the same. So it's been a fantastic, I think, 2 weeks preparing for this. I mean, we could have taken 2 years. I don't know how you guys do it for the World Balloon Convention. No. I really don't. So this is just.
All I know is you've got the wherewithal to get it to you know all the, as I call it, the magic. I'm not exactly a real. In fact, I'm technologically challenged. Let's just be real about it.
Betty, we are some days as well.
Yeah, we had one of those days. Well, we had a few of those days that week.
Well, anyway, I think.
Well, let's keep in mind that creativity and entertainment, is the legacy of our industry, and it crosses all the borders.
Right.
It doesn't make any difference which nation it is, what time zone you're in, what the culture is, and frankly, what age you are.
Yeah.
As we keep saying, balloons are for the kid inside of each of us. So I think that the message that really needs to come home loud and clear out of this convention is, let's get ready for the surge, because the surge is going to come.
Yep.
Yes.
This pandemic is going to be behind us, and let's make sure we focus in on the education, which is what this convention is all about, so that we can come up with different kinds of activities, different kinds of skill sets, different kind of marketing programs, different kind of business solutions to make sure that we continue to build the professionalism of our business. And in particular, take time to look at the business side of your own activity. I know we keep preaching that in every single convention. It is so important because it is the business principles that keep us alive and going. We've got to make sure we understand how to present. We've got to be creative. But you know what? The final analysis, we got to know how to run a business and make the business pay. Absolutely. So I think this is really the time to think very positively about the business. Let's stay positive. Let's build up our energy, and let's prepare. So and all of us at Pioneer are here to be your partners, to be your support, to be right there with you, however you need us. I think that is crucial.
We are a big family.
We are. We certainly are.
And it's what's happening now that's really important. It's shown that the Qualatex family is behind all of these balloon businesses that they're out there. They've come to our education, and we're there now to share that again, to help them at their time when they need it the most, to really build them up, prepare them for that. That they're not on their own. No,
and those rain clouds are going to clear and bring out a beautiful rainbow.
Absolutely.
And, it's time to shine.
That's it.
Absolutely.
So yes.
We just got to say thanks again to you. I just can't say it enough. How touched we are by all this that you have made possible, and all the people that stood behind you, but you're bringing it on air. You're the ones that have to, turn on the knob or whatever you do.
We just sit here and take the credit, though.
That's all we do.
It's the pioneer.
Oh, right. I know better.
I understand that you've got some questions that have been submitted that you'd like to ask of us. We're happy to take whatever time that you'd like to spare.
And some of them, Ted, but the chat is moving crazy fast.
It's gone. There's a sea of rainbows and balloons gone through the chat. You wouldn't believe, and this is no joke. It's literally there is a sea of rainbows and balloons and smiley faces.
It's all we're really seeing right now.
Did you get some criticisms that we're not dressed as well as you guys are?
Well, these had to come out for a very special reason as well. So there's a lot of love in this room right now, as we can see on there. There's a lot of really nice messages towards you guys. So it's really cute on there. If is there anybody before we let Ted and Betty go? Is there any questions that they would like to direct to them just before we let them go? There's another thing that we'd like to say as well, and that is there's a lot of thank yous to you guys for your positivity and leadership. We'd also like to say as well as a huge thank you to all of the support workers, people from the NHS, the medical community, and all of the essential workforce that are keeping all of our countries going. And they're putting themselves in harm's way while a lot of us get to stay at home, right? The hashtag stay home thing.
Yeah.
So it's a huge thank you to all of the guys in the NHS, for us guys, but also for around the world. Everybody that keeps everything running while we get to stay safe. Thank you.
They're the real heroes.
They are the heroes.
There's no joke there.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
But also, last thanks.
There's a question there as well. There's a question that has come up there. They said, is the Pioneer manufacturing currently stopped?
Well, that's the answer is yes and no. Some facilities are on lockdown. Our plant in Dallas is on lockdown. The plant in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada is locked down. The El Dorado plant is running a very, very skinny crew, making shipments and taking care of customer needs. Our Ashland plant is running because Ohio has not been put under full quarantine. The plants are down because they've been mandated by government, just so that we all understand.
It might be people might be interested to know too that we are still getting orders for balloons.
Yeah,
and we are still getting orders for balloons, and that is really, really gratifying.
If we need one sign, that this surge is going to come, it's that the packaged balloons are still selling very, very well. That means the demand for balloons is still there, and it's going to skyrocket just as soon as this thing is behind us.
In fact, I think we've gotten more orders for the packaged balloons lately, or certainly as many as we normally have, and I think more, which means that people are looking for balloons.
Right.
People are looking for that.
To celebrate.
We know, because people want to celebrate. I mean, one of the things before the government said for us that all non-essential businesses had to close down. One of the things that we implemented in our business is that we were aiming for house parties, because you couldn't go to restaurants and you couldn't go to the pubs, and these were places where people would generally have celebrations, so they would celebrate in the house, so they would want to decorate. So we changed our tact, and we started promoting small house party packages, which went really, really well for the time. So people always want to celebrate, right? And the thing is with the balloon is that a balloon is only ever there to celebrate something, right? There's got no other meaning than to celebrate and have fun.
I think also right now is everybody in the world is aware now, because they've been forced to stay apart, how strong a reason and need to have these meetings and parties and events that bring everybody together. So I think there's going to be a huge surge of these events. And there's somebody, I think the wonderful Debbie McGee in the chat there pointed out, yes, I do believe there probably will be a baby boom.
Oh, yeah, there will be. There was also the Slovenian distributor there was saying that they at the moment are sending out a lot of packages for home deliveries at the moment.
Excellent. Let me add to my comment about the plants, and to maybe fully answer that question. Let's keep in mind we have built a pretty good sized inventory. Right. So the fact that a couple of the plants are down does not mean that we're not prepared to supply whatever products all of you need. So that's critically important. And so, yes, we'll need to ramp up and refill the pipeline at some point in time. But there's a good bit of inventory to support you in whatever needs you might have.
That's good, because I think that's just answered. There was another question that came up, which is how was Pioneer going to deal with the demand when this comes out as well, obviously. But that kind of answered that question on there, is how you're going to deal with that over demand.
There's no greater challenge that we would like to take on than
I'm sure everybody would love that problem.
Demand, that would be great. Our plants are ready for it.
and a couple of people said, "Oh, why do you have so much inventory?" I think this is why we have so much inventory.
There's a reason. You knew.
No, we didn't know. Nobody.
I think everybody's going to be ready to celebrate.
Absolutely. Well, we'll be with you to celebrate too.
Good.
We'll be there with you. So we're here. We're here for you. We're here for everybody in the whole balloon community, and we love you, and we look forward to that big celebration.
Absolutely. There was one more question that I must ask you as well. And they said is that because you guys work so hard most of the time at the office, what are you doing with all your spare time right now?
Well, I tell you what, it's kind of hard to spend any more than 24 hours a day with my sweetheart over here. So, actually, in all seriousness, we have been still working many, many hours, because we're making sure that the plans for each of the facilities remain on target, that we take care of our people, that we maintain the benefit programs that we have for all the Pioneer team members. All of that takes planning and coordination. And so, it'd be nice to maybe have a few hours to really look at some other things, but right now that hasn't been
That-
in the offing. So
Okay.
No,
Okay.
we're pretty much working
Yeah.
full time plus. But
Yeah.
but we've got
We're the same.
We know that feeling. Yeah.
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 So
It's-
yes, but I was going to say before,
Well-
I almost forgot. I have one more special thanks to our families at home.
Oh yes.
Yes, because our families haven't seen us for the last 2 weeks, and
much.
then they're not going to see
Oh,
us
I-
next week
I-
either.
Thank your family. Thank you both.
and to that special twister, Dom, of yours. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
he'll be up
I
there
still-
watching as well. Yes.
let's keep in mind we are incredibly blessed,
Right.
to have a balloon family around the world. Let's remember that as really the message that can best come from this convention. We have a fantastic group of people that are committed to bringing joy to everyone, whether we decorate, whether we entertain, whether we promote social expressions, whether we even do advertising through balloons. We're just so blessed to be in a business that brings so much fun and joy to people in the world. And we've got incredible opportunities ahead of us. That's why we got to get prepared and ready to really take off when we get this madness behind us.
Yep. That's
Take care.
our message throughout the
Stay safe,
convention.
everybody.
Is just let's take this time, enjoy the convention, take some information in, get some positivity, and just be ready.
You ready?
Absolutely.
We love you all.
Likewise, guys.
Likewise. Absolutely. One big family.
Sure.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're
And
very
thanks to
welcome.
everyone around the world.
Absolutely. Right. Okay. So bye-bye for now.
Bye bye
Goodbye.
for now.
Thank you.
We're here.
Bye for now.
Bye-bye.